Welcome back, my beautiful people. In this week project, we're going to talk about the mouth. For that purpose, Jeremy is going to help us out. So the mouth is located in the third of the division of the skull. If you remember, first, second, and third. So the mouth itself is coming more pronounced because it's the flesh and the muscles are on top of the bone, the jaw, the teeth and the jaw. Coming back from the nose, when we have here the septum resting on top of this little bony crest, is called philtrum. So the philtrum is the one that gives us that dent in the top of the upper lip. And then we come to this depression here, just underneath of the nose, that is called nasal labial depression. Then we got the teeth, and then after the teeth we got the mentolabial depression. These two give us the shape, the roundish shape of the lips, and the length of the mouth is obviously the covering the space of the teeth. So I think that for now we can leave it like that. There is muscles that we can explain later on. The zygomatic, nasolabial, there's so many muscles that they can explain the movement of each expression of the mouth. But for now, we're going to work on a resting position of the mouth. All right, let's say we're coming a little bit closer. We're going to work with the sections. So these are the two sections. So the first section, we're going to place, we're going to say that the upper lip, the top lip, we're going to work in 3 to 4 sections. I'm going to place first the 3, and then I show you what will be the 4th one of those. So the top lip is normally more pronounced on the center. So we're gonna work on a little ball, if we can say it like that. And then we place this kind of like small sausage, and on the other side we do it too. There you go. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. We can do an extra little ball that will be placed right on top of the first section ball that we say. Yeah. If you can already picture how this shape is going, that's the upper lip already kind of formed. Now, for the lower lip, the second section, we're going to have 2 little placement of clay. And we can say that that's 1. And then we place the second one now. For the lips, the thickness of the lips, it varies so much on each person, but generally, the lower lip is a little bit thicker than the top one, but it can change. It just definitely depends on the ethnicity of each person and so many other factors. But we can say we can do it more even as well. If we play, just to play safe, we can do evenly the thickness of each lip. Also, the upper lip will be more pronounced in the center and overlapping a little bit on the cornices of the mouth. And the lower lip, it will be more pronounced on the bottom side of the actual, before the mentolabial dent. All right, so we got already the lips itself. We're going to place another one here because we had to work already right away with the tissue, the rest of the complexion around the mouth. So we got, here is that little middle part on top of the lip. that creates that dent on top of the filter. And then we're gonna place like more. This is representing the skin or the tissue around the lips, that we need all this to actually draw perfect lips. Sorry, I'm taking, okay, not too big, because sometimes I put so much clay and then I have to take down extremes of clay. Okay, so there you go, lip. Now we're gonna have the mentol is just a little ball here, and this kind of shape for the underneath of the lip. Yeah. Not too big. Yeah. All right. So that's basically our starting point. Now we come and pretty much blend everything in one another. I like to start from the top lip, and it's just adding the clay, and I start blending. We're just gonna start blending all what we need. Here I'm gonna try to create already the little shape that becomes there. Do you guys like to, on top of these shapes that are already placed, you're welcome to do more on top if you think that you need more coming out from the side view. Yeah, because we need to create that shape. From the side view, you will see that the mouth is pronounced outwards from the center of the lip, that comes back in, rolls in on the corners of the mouth, and then from the bottom lip rolls out back again, down towards the jaw of the mentol of the mouth. So we will have to create like a quite big 3D assumption, so don't play too flat. Better to put more if you have to. All right, so let's play. I'm just gonna add more. I'm adding some clay surrounding the shapes that I already did, but then having in mind that I might come back again and take off if needed. No, because I might be able to put too much sometimes. So the lips, they do create this beautiful ridge around the top and bottom of them, and we need to identify that that's just a little join between the two different types of skin that creates there, so we can start creating that as well. What I'm doing as well is just playing a little bit by ear. I look at the shapes that I already had before and put an extra clay if I need it when the shape isn't just looking perfect just yet. So just, if the shapes that you did previously are too thin or something, you just add more, you just cover that in a way. You just cutting a little bit of this as well. Just I don't want to go off the camera focus. And to start with, doesn't have to be a perfect roundness of the lips. You come back again and again as many times as you need to until achieving the shape that you want. Lips, the same as all the features in the human body. You know, when we did the eyes, we already talked that the eyes change so much and vary in the styles that people want to represent them. So same as the mouth, it varies in sizes. So lips is just absolutely a big variety of shapes as well. So you can represent like an African mouth, like an Asian kind of mouth as well. European tends to be more even. Latin, I think, is a little more voluptuous. Not as much as an African style mouth as well. Just so many that you can choose on. So here in the top lip, I'm trying to round a bit on the top lip, but keeping it that the center of the top lip is the one that is going to be more pronounced than the rest. So I'm adding a little bit more on this area because I want it to actually be I like to make kind of the juicy lips, if I can say. I like them not too thin, but that's my perception of them. You guys can do as much as you wanted or as little as you wanted. Doesn't have to go all the volume that I'm putting on here. The main thing is that you get the shape and the contour that it comes around, or the bottom and the top lip. Yeah. We can say it's sort of, we got the shape of the top lip. Now we're going to work and blend it in the bottom lip now. Actually, before that, I'm going to close a little bit this gap here in the bottom on the top lip before I continue doing. Want to make and now working in this kind of a size, it's obviously easier to go with different kind of tools like these ones or fingers. When you guys working on a smaller size, you will have to have a special tool that can give you the definition and the cleanliness on the working around with the edges. Edges of the mouth are more not sharp at all. They're always softened. Yeah. Obviously, there is different styles that you can achieve that smoothness at the end. You can come back with some slip and work around with how smooth you want it. But to start with, we're just working with tools and fingers, like to blend in. All right, so I'll close that gap a little bit. Now I'm coming in the middle and blend in. The structure that we already had before. We pretty much work are covering the shapes that we did previously. Covering but keeping them as a base, if it makes sense. You know, they are giving us kind of the volumes that we needed to work on each. So the bottom lip has that kind of like division, but I'm not gonna make it that pronounced. Like I think that I'm gonna add a little bit more here. You know, I need a bit more of clay in there. And like everything, it's just slowly working towards achieving the idea of the lips. So far already it's giving the volume that we wanted. Keep on applying a little bit more, whatever I think is needed. I don't have to stick only with the shape that I did at the beginning. Don't block yourself in there. Just work by ear. Yeah. But the main thing is just to create something. Keep on working around all the edges here. Here on this side of the lips, I can see I'm going a little bit too high, so I might cut off a little bit because I want the vision of the lower lip to go a little bit lower than the top lip on this side. So I might go in there and chop that off a little bit. Before I go there, like as well, like I can just keep on working around here, trying to blend in the shapes that I had before. You know, and then work my way towards what I wanted. I think so. You say I'm gonna cut a little bit, yes, from there, and here as well. Yeah, the view that I want is more. It's like if it's shorter, but it's not going to be shorter. Like both of them, they're gonna join in the same corners. But it's like if the lower lip is gonna blend in before getting there. Later on, we're gonna also put a little bit of the muscle that it comes around the lips, but we don't have to think about that just yet. Later on, we will. I'm going to, yes. I'm just working as I go, looking that the shapes that I'm trying to create, they actually come around easily. Where the muscle joins quite nicely with the bottom lip. In the same way I took off some of clay from here, then I could put back on if I think it's needed. Right. The depression here happening right after the lip, we mark it on quite well. That one determines where the end of the bottom lips comes around. And as I said before, so before I work on the thickness here, I want to work on the, if we look at from the side, let me try to put it, okay. If we look at from the side, so the center of the top lip is where I want it. The volumes of the lower lips are okay, but I'm missing up a little bit of the edge here on the bottom lip, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that thickness in the bottom. Not too thick. Let me see. Something similar. Okay, I'm gonna put this, but I can go even less if I want to. I think that I might have to. Okay, let me just look from the top because I can see. Just go back and send. Okay. So I need to keep still this shape that I was working on earlier on. That edge of the lips, the joint is much better here. All right, so we keep on working around the lips. This is looking quite good. I'm quite happy with that it's coming out. Just keep on adding a little bit more here. I just want to make it if we imagine that from here the depression comes after the mental label. So we can do this a little bit bigger later on if we want to, but doesn't have to go that big right now. I just want you guys to understand what is this shape, what is that exactly. Yeah. And we have to work a little bit more on the go. Looking on this side, this, yep, that's it. We're looking for this edge to show up a little bit more. We can even go higher if we want to. I don't think we need to go too much more than that, but in general we already got the shape that we were looking for. I think that I will go a little bit lower here on this edge. And if we want to go a little bit more much into detail, I will put some, this is part of the orbital muscle that comes around the mouth. Help us, so I just wanna any joints here within the lip. You see, then I think I can even go. I can close the mouth a little bit more, so maybe I can bring this lower lip more closer here. If I do this, I can close that gap. I can close that gap. Sorry if I put my hand right in front of the artwork, but it's just I need to hold on the board. When it goes to the top lip. And I can close a little bit more in this gap as well. And I think that because it's going a little bit too thick, I might cut a little bit from this side. Like everything, like I always say to you guys, back and forward. Just don't get stuck in one point just because you already took off, because you're already at here, that you shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that. Just play by ear and go with the flow. Like if you see that it needs a little bit more here and there, and if you need to cut what you already put on, doesn't matter, just go. Just enjoy the flow of the back and forward game, if I can say. Okay, so I think I like this. We join the gap here. I think the bottom, I might take off a little bit, just a tiny little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like this edge to be quite noticeable. You can add a little bit more clay actually in the middle because I was going too deep. It's really a fine line to know how much is too much and how little is too little. So you just keep on playing back and forward here. And here as well. So there you go. I think that I like it. That I'm quite happy with the shapes that we were working. We look at from this side. Yep. We can all right, guys. There you go. All right. Thank you so much, girls, everyone, for watching. I think that I'm gonna leave it for now like that. I'm gonna keep on working, trying to get the smoothness around and the shapes more defined, but that's just me because I want to get a little bit more done. Hope you girls enjoy it. Hope you everyone. It's actually having a fun journey with all these projects. I want to take this off a little bit more. Yes. And this is just me being just extremist. A little bit more of, there you go. No. All right. Have a beautiful day, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.